Hi guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. Welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm still feeling good after Manchester United absolutely slapped up Chelsea in the opening league fixture for the club. And in honour of Daniel James scoring on his dream debut, coming off the bench to score and put Manchester United 4-0 up, we are looking back at the Manchester United players that have hit the net in super quick time on their Premier League debut and looking at the top 5. Where does Daniel James fit in amongst all these names at the club? And there's a few familiar faces. In at number 5, we go back to September 2015, Manchester United against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Anthony Martial's debut. That's all I need to say to you, Man United fans, because it's something that has gone down in folklore with Manchester United fans and of course Martial FC. Manchester United were winning the game. We were winning the game after goals from Daley Blind and Ander Herrera, and Anthony Martial was brought into the game. Christian Benteke struck to half the deficit with Manchester United and make the game 2-1. But then Anthony Martial picked up the ball and the rest is history. Twisted Liverpool defenders' blood. Skirtle will hate Anthony Martial for the rest of his life for what he'd done to him. And the finish in front of the Stretford end was absolutely immaculate. Anthony Martial had arrived at Old Trafford and welcomed himself to Manchester United fans in absolutely thunderous fashion. What a goal, what a moment, what a rival to do it against. And interestingly enough, not since 1936 had a Manchester United player scored on their league debut against Liverpool. So what a feat for him. Not only was he scoring in super quick time in 21 minutes from coming off the bench, but he was breaking other records as well. Go on, Tony. In at number 4, it's another Frenchman, and the Frenchman pips Anthony Martial by 3 minutes, scoring in 18 minutes on his Premier League debut. It was Louis Saha against Southampton in January 2004. It was a crucial game for Manchester United, and he started up top with a young Cristiano Ronaldo, and he found himself taking free kicks. Ronaldo weren't the Ronaldo that took every single free kick. This was a young Ronaldo. Louis Saha found himself taking a free kick, took the free kick, little deflection. I say little deflection of Kevin Phillips, and it was Manchester United in front. United went on to win the game 3-2 with Saha assisting a goal for Paul Scholes as well. Not a bad debut. It was such a shame with Louis Saha as well that he went on to have such bad injuries, and you know, he had glass knees and everything, because I felt when Wayne Rooney had Louis Saha with him, that was his best partnership at the club. I don't know what you guys think, and I know it's off topic and we're not talking quick goals, but Louis Saha's partnership with Rooney was fantastic. In at number 3, something a little more recent now, and we go to May 2017. United are in the Europa League final. We've got Crystal Palace at home in the game just before we go to Stockholm, and Jose Mourinho has opted to play a very, very young team, and Josh Harrop starts for the club and scores in 15 minutes. Josh Harrop had scored in 15 minutes on his debut for Manchester United, on his Premier League debut as well, picking the ball up from Paul Pogba, taking it in and taking it on and scoring for the club in front of the East Stand. It was a great moment for him, and Paul Pogba went on to add another goal as Manchester United got the win. But Josh Harrop got the headlines with the dream debut goal. Now, we did eventually go on to leave the club, but he is one of a few players that has a 100% strike ratio in terms of goals to game. Not bad at all, lad. In at number 2. Now we go back to 2012 and a game against Wigan Athletic. September 2012. And Nick Powell is on the bench for Manchester United in Paul Scholes' 700th game for the club, while Rio Ferdinand was making his 400th appearance for the club. Now, United were 3 goals up at the point when Nick Powell came on, and he came on for Ryan Giggs. So not only is Rio making a landmark appearance, Scholesy making a landmark appearance, you're coming on for Ryan Giggs, and 11 minutes later, you're scoring for Manchester United. What a moment. Now, as you can tell, I haven't said Daniel James's name yet. And Daniel James scored in 7 minutes. So, you already know who has top spot. But, not only does Daniel James grab top spot, he has to share it with his gaffer. Yes, Daniel James scored in 7 minutes from coming off the bench for Manchester United to put us 4-0 up against Chelsea, while Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored after 7 minutes in August 1996 after coming off the bench to score for Manchester United in a game against Blackburn Rovers. So Ole and Daniel James have scored the quickest goals on their Premier League debut for Manchester United. What a connection that is. That's absolutely fantastic. Your manager brings you on and you go and equal his record. Now on the day when Ole came on, he came on with United 2-1 down and got a goal and earned that kind of super sub title, which he went on to obviously be renowned for, that goal in the Nou Camp. Now obviously Daniel James making his Premier League debut, scoring after 7 minutes just like his gaffer did on his. Can he go on to have a similar kind of, name tag, super sub? Because that's what he might be this season. He might develop and become a first team player, but this season it's likely that he's going to find himself on the bench a lot. And can he come on and change games? A player with that kind of pace, of course he can. Defenders aren't going to be comfortable in the last half an hour of games having to come up against Daniel James. Bars. So our top 5 is a top 6, but the top spot is shared by Daniel James and his gaffer. But we've seen goals in there from Louis Saha, Anthony Martial, Nick Powell, of course Josh Harrop, and Daniel James and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Which of those goals was your favourite? I've got to say the celebrations were absolutely amazing for Daniel James's goal. It was class. It was absolutely class. But Anthony Martial's goal against Liverpool, what a moment that was, and against Liverpool as well. So I have to go with Tony Marshall's goal. But let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. Make sure you keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing as well. What other top 5, top 10s do you want to see me do? Did you not like this video? If you want to see me do something else, let me know in the comments below, because I've got so much more coming your way, and I promise you I'm keeping the content flowing this time. I'm not going to start slacking. So bring it on. See you later.